POV's content may not be suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable.
You know, Jay, out of all the things that you comment on, that one was you need to work on it, man. That
was one of the worst ones you ever commented.
That was pretty lame. We got 2 words for you. It's ma'am. Cardi B. All right, she won a Grammy. Good for her. All right, so now let's okay. I'm not doing that. I can't do it. I don't know why. Hey. I'm just saying he grew onto me.
Yeah, he grew onto you like Brokeback Mountain.
Not to mention you were in the Bronx, so he probably wouldn't have given you a ride anyway.
No, he probably wouldn't have. I probably would have robbed him, but let me tell you something, boo-boo. I'm not doing that again. You got one out of me.
Hey!
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Miguel.
Hello.
And the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people!
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Miguel, get over here!
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I was just texting Elio my doo-doo.
Oh, Jesus, man. Would you leave him alone?
He started it.
What did he say? He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything good either.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Hey, don't blame me. All right. So, was that the added? I mean, you couldn't have done that in the toilet?
I'm sorry.
All right. So, yeah, Mimi Gootie's back.
Wow.
A lot of controversy of where have you been? The last thing we knew was that you was in Phoenix, Arizona, hanging out with a certain WWE superstar.
Yes.
So, are you going to tell us who it is?
No.
Oh, damn.
What?
Now, you said in the text that this WWE superstar, that he or she is going to
let you know that I am the best co-host.
Oh, Jesus.
in WPOV.
Okay. All right. And then it was pretty threatening, Rick, so I don't think you would want to laugh.
That's true, too.
So you might want to be careful, because I heard from what you was describing was this person was a legit badass.
Oh, yeah. This person is a legit badass.
Okay, so when are we expected to see this video?
Mimi, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rick.
No, what he said?
He said he's sorry.
In due time.
In due time? Mm-hmm. All right.
In doo-doo time?
Yes.
Yeah.
In your doo-doo time.
In his doo-doo time, exactly. All right, so, well, hey, we're looking forward to it, I guess, right? Should we?
I'm really scared now.
So am I. I mean, is this really big news?
Oh, of course it's big news. It's about me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so, of course, we have Raw and SmackDown and NXT to cover, along with the Wrestling POV WWE Elimination pay-per-view points game.
Wow, you said it and didn't stutter.
And I didn't mess it up.
You kind of did. You forgot to mention Chamber, but
I said Elimination Chamber.
You did.
I said it.
Said Elimination pay-per-view
I
points.
said it.
All right.
Damn it. Oh, Jesus.
Rewind, Miguel. Let's hear it.
All right. So, anyway, so just to remind everybody, that the WrestleMania pay-per-view points game, we are giving out a grand prize.
Wow.
And it's only for the first place winner. So I'm sorry. The first place winner of the Wrestling POV WrestleMania pay-per-view points game will have a choice.
A choice.
Which a lot of podcasts out there, they don't do that. They don't give you a choice. They give you the one prize and that's it. Speaking of one prize, Wrestling POV Global is going to do their very first. They got a choice. They don't even have a choice. They got to fit one prize. That's it. Which is they got a $50 gift card for their very first Wrestling POV Global pay-per-view, the All In 2, or is it Double or Nothing it's called?
Double or Nothing.
Okay, so it's Double or Nothing. It's the AEW pay-per-view. You guys make sure you play that too. That's in May, I believe.
In May, yes.
And first place, first ever champion, first place will get a $50 gift card from Amazon. So with us at WrestleMania, the first prize is going to be a choice. It's either going to be a $50 gift card from Amazon or the Wrestling POV box, Loot Crate box. We have our own little box. And like I said before, you don't know what's in it. We don't know what's in it. It could be anything. It could be anything.
What's in the box?
It could be either an autograph signature of a wrestler. It could be a T-shirt. It could be a picture of Miguel Cole giving you the finger. It could be Miguel Cole's picture of his doo-doo. You never know. So I don't know where this box is either going to be a good thing or it might be a bad thing. So it's like, what's that show up? Let's Make a Deal. So you got a choice. You can either take the guaranteed $50 gift card.
Take the money.
Or you can take the box. Okay. It's a choice that you're going to have to live with yourself. Not as just being a champion, which is a good thing. But if you pick the box and it does have those ridiculous things in there, it would be all for nothing.
And you know what?
No.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you this. As somebody who makes great decisions all the time,
you're right.
You gotta select the box. It's the logical thing. I mean, that's what you gotta do. Are you kidding me? You have to take the money.
It could be. You never know. I mean, who knows what's out there? And of course, just to remind everybody, because the Wrestling POV president did send me an email to remind everybody that if you are affiliated with Wrestling POV or Wrestling POV Global, we are not eligible for the prize.
That's bullshit.
So we can be the champion.
What if?
But we can't.
What if you're an international correspondent?
I don't know. We're going to have to ask the president on that.
Yeah, I'm coming at you, Matt Novak.
He doesn't want you to win. So, I don't know. That's up to the president to decide. I mean, if you're
and a correspondent is not an employee.
True. That is true. So, anyways, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens and we'll see what he says. So, all right, let's keep it moving on with the Wrestling POV Facebook poll and hater comment of the week. All right, so the first poll, it was which faction was better? The Cabinet, which had JBL, it had Orlando Jordan, and who were the other two, Rick?
The Basham brothers, Doug and Danny.
Okay, and against Team Angle.
Yeah.
Which was Kurt Angle, Shelton Benjamin, and what was the other guy's name?
Charlie
Haas. So, before I read the poll results, who you picked, Rick?
I mean, I was going with the Cabinet.
Really?
Because you know what I love about factions is that they have different levels, different tiers.
Right.
And I felt like the Cabinet had that. They had the tag team, they had the middle guy, and then they had the top guy. With Team Angle, it just felt like Kurt Angle's on top, and then you got the two other guys.
The other two, yep.
Yeah. They were a tag team champions at one time, but it wasn't really memorable. They were just doing exactly what Kurt Angle did. At least Orlando Jordan and the Bashoms had their own personalities. I just feel like Team Angle was just Kurt Angle, and that was it. That was my opinion.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Mimi, you agree with that too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's some of the comments. Rashid Sim says Angle. Andrew Cooper said Angle. Stephen William. Dale Shushkarov. Damn, that's a long ass name.
Just say the first name.
I know, right? Steven. He said Team Angle. Ronald Morton Jr. He says, I got to go with the cabinet. JBL was a great heel. Aaron Craggett. He said JBL was great champion. Kevin Freight said, he's actually responding to him. He said JBL was good, but on the other side, you have Angle and Shelton Benjamin. Aaron,
just leaving Charlie Haas out.
I know he just left Charlie Haas out. He said, "Yeah, true that." I honestly, I like the whole Angle thing. I thought that was pretty cool. Josh Sanders,
he's your buddy.
Yeah, he is my buddy. Yes,
Hey, buddy.
yes, he is. So, of course, Josh Sanders replied, but really, though.
Oh, God.
And he put a picture of Edge, the Rated R Superstar, and who was the other two guys he was with?
Zack Ryder and this dude.
Oh my God, that's right. Zack Ryder and oh my God, what the hell's his name?
We always forget his name.
We
He's
always
a
forget his
loser.
name. Yeah. Oh my God, that doesn't, yeah. Looking at them both, yeah. Holy shit, they look a lot
The
similar.
Edgeheads.
Yeah, the Edgeheads.
What is his name?
Oh my God, the Mets, dude.
Yeah, the loser.
Oh my God.
This is going to bother me.
It's going to bother me too, but we'll figure it out. All right, so the poll results were 90% Team Angle.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Why is
90?
that ridiculous? I agree with it.
I can see 60-40, 70-30, but 90?
90%. Only
Wow.
10% went with the cabinet.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's because they don't probably know who
They probably don't remember. That's what I'm
that's
thinking.
true.
That they remember more Team Angle
Yeah.
than they would anything,
Yeah.
you know? And even Josh Sanders putting up the Edgehead comment, you know, I forgot about it.
We can't even remember this guy's name.
It's Zack Ryder and...
Cold hard facts, dude.
Oh, my God.
Those are the facts. Face the facts.
Yeah, what the frick is his name? That's going to make me mad. All right. Anyway, well, Mimi's looking it up. Let's keep going. Also on the Facebook, the very own from Wrestling POV Global, TJ Logan. He calls himself the Legend now. He learns why the Wrestling POV president is the boss. So he posted a video of himself apologizing, damn near crying.
Yeah. Damn right. You come at us.
What happened with that? My God. Wow.
Yo, the president wrote him a letter.
Really?
Letter with a stamp and everything. So it's just...
No wonder he was crying.
Kurt Hawkins!
Kurt Hawkins! There it is. Kurt Hawkins.
Woo!
Wow. Unbelievable. All right. So, so it's funny to see TJ Logan in that position of damn near crying and apologizing.
baby and stuff.
Right? You know, but
Man up, dude. Man up.
Nah, man, the president is a tough cookie, man.
And he
I
is.
understand that, but he could still man up and not cry on freaking national TV.
Wow. All right. So
Well, you know how those Canadians are all sensitive.
that's true.
I know that's true. They
Apologizes.
snowflakes.
He apologizes for everything anyway.
Sorry.
Snowflakes in his old age.
So, all right. So the next poll, it was a picture of Jimmy Uso apparently arrested the other day for squaring up to a cop. From what I've read was that Naomi was the one driving.
Yep.
I think he was drinking along with his brother, and of course he felt the nerve to get out the car and was told several times to get back in the car. They're only dealing with Naomi because she was the driver, which he should have. But of course, I guess the liquor got to him, and he kept getting out the car. He squared up against the cop, and of course he lost that one. So in wrestling POV fashion, we put welcome to the Uso Penitentiary.
Yo, Jimmy, you know that thing on the back of your neck? It ain't paranoia, bro. It's probably a penis.
It's probably a penis. All right, so Simon Christopher Davis, he says he want to see the body cam footage. Okay, why would you want to see the body cam footage? Unless you're into that type of stuff, I guess. Right?
I mean, well, Jimmy apparently took his shirt off and everything. It was just
really?
like, let's throw knuckles, bro.
So Tyler Nutley, he says, more like welcome to the penitentiary, Uso. I guess he was trying to say his own joke. All right. Herman Tacker, he posted a gif of Liv Morgan.
Was that Mandy Rose?
Oh, Mandy Rose. Sorry. Yeah, Mandy Rose. My bad. That's funny. All right. Mike Campbell said it doesn't sound like there's much heat on him with the WWE. He wasn't suspended or fired. They just put out a statement saying he's responsible for his own actions.
And this is the second time that Uso got arrested. A week before a tag team championship match.
Yep. So just keep that in mind, people. It might be, they are going for the tag titles this Sunday. So, all right. So another post we put up, it was say your own phrase, and of course it was a picture of the guys from DX. One of the famous words, one of the famous sayings actually is they always says, if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you: suck it. But we blanked out suck it, and we wanted everybody to put their own 2 words in. Matt Novak, he posted, we got 2 words for you: Impact Wrestling. Or simply, okay, sorry. That should have been a Canadian, right? Megan Cleary, she says, we got 2 words for you: fuck me. Okay.
Where does Megan live?
Miguel's jumping on that one.
Miguel jumped on that one real quick. Simon Christopher Davis, he says, like and subscribe.
See, listen to Simon Christopher right there. Like and subscribe, Wrestling POV. Go to our Facebook page, hit the like button, and make sure you play the pay-per-view points game every pay-per-view.
Yes, and Ant Deliberated commented. He says, we got 2 words for you: sucker. But he put it in 2 words. Harleen Moore says, we got 2 words, or Harlan, sorry, Moore. He says that we got 2 words for you: drop dead. Chris Hoff said, fair enough. Ryan Osmond says, we got 2 words for you: fuck AEW. I'm like, okay.
I mean, they're getting some heat, man.
They are getting a lot of heat lately. Jay Hovel, he said, we got 2 words for you: AEW's waiting. Jay, out of all the things that you comment on, that one was you need to work on it, man. That
was one of the worst ones you ever commented.
That was pretty lame. Pretty lame. Got to get it together. All right. Isaac Diaz, no relation to me. He said, chuck it. Like, chug it, actually. Sorry, my bad. I ruined it. All right.
Sure did.
Dago Sylvia, he says, I got 2 words for you: pipe bomb.
Wow.
Wow.
No, I didn't like that one.
That one's like horrible.
Yeah. And you know what, though? I knew posting this, I thought there was going to be somebody that would say, suck it, Anyway, I will keep going. Because I'm going to put this person out there. Cheyenne Stokes. She wrote, I got 2 words for you: suck it.
Cheyenne,
did you get what we were doing here? Make it your own. All right, Kyrian, he's got like 4 last names. He says, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you: fuck off. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, man.
Raquel Swanee, she says, we got 2 words for you: eat me. What's going on with these females on here?
Where does she live?
All these females with the I don't know. Look at Raquel, bite me. Lindsay, lick it. The fuck is going on? What is this, a women's revolution, Mimi?
Yeah.
I mean, lick it is the opposite to suck it. Can you imagine?
True.
Yo, like we get the Attitude Era back, and we just get a bunch of crotch chops from women saying, "Lick it!"
That would be funny. Strokes Jermaine. He said he put strokes.
I don't stroke no Jermaine.
no, thank you.
Stroke it.
He put a gif of Vince McMahon, and he said, "You're fired." Richard Hunter said, we got 2 words for you. Pornhub. Jesus. Raymond Scott, he says, we got 2 words for you. Red tube, even though it's 1 word. Damian Flash, he says, we got 2 words for you. Please retire. William McKinley, he says, we got 2 words for you. Blow me. Another one was eat shit. Another one was woo, suckers. Oh my God. Some of these were just too much. Toro Javi, we got 2 words for you. Go racing. That did not make sense at all. So I don't get it. This one I thought was hilarious. Chuang Alex Doe, he wrote, we got 2 words for you. It's ma'am.
I got it.
That was,
I got it the first time around.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a
God.
good one.
Now, Miguel Santiago, this dude went dark. He put down, we got 2 words for you. Eat AIDS. Jesus Christ, man.
Damn!
Nomination? Huh?
I was like a little sadistic.
Just a little bit. I think he's top for the hater. Miguel? All right. Ben Harrison says, get lost. This one had me laughing. Luke Brock's home. He says, we got 2 words for you. Moist clunge. Oh my God. Casme. He says, we got 2 words for you. Genital herpes. Nick Stankiewicz. He said, we got 2 words for you. Eat pussy. Oh my God. No, it gets worse. Tyrell Tolan, he says, we got 2 words for you. Anal beads. Justin Parker, he says, we got 2 words for you. Steiner math.
Okay.
I was like, all right, yeah, right. Oh my God. Brian Ebert, he went a little dark too. He says, we got 2 words for you. Stephanie Swallows. Jesus Christ.
Damn. I mean, do you guys know that Triple H is her husband?
Exactly.
If he spits water, what do you think she does?
Chandler Blaine says we got 2 words for you. Eat ass. Michael Bowe, he says, I got 2 words for you. Bitch lasagna. The fuck does that mean?
That's probably one of the best ones.
What does that mean? Bitch lasagna?
What does it mean?
Oh my God. And then finally, because I'm sorry, there was a lot that these were very, very funny. But again, we got like over 300 comments. I'm not going to read all of them. I was just trying to read the ones that made me laugh. And this one, I think, won it. Manny Main. He says, we got 2 words for you. These nuts. Oh my God, man. These guys were terrible.
I guess bitch lasagna.
What the hell? What's a bitch lasagna? A video? A video of what?
Sounds about right.
Right?
A bitch lasagna is a sexy lady that won't send Bob and that vagina even if you ask nicely.
I still don't get it.
I don't.
But there's a YouTube video.
Oh, really?
Bitch lasagna.
Oh my God! We don't got time to look at that right now. Oh my Lord! And Cardi B. All right, she won a Grammy. Good for her. All right, so now let's. Okay, I'm not doing that. I can't do it. I don't know why. Hey! Hey! Come on, give me more. Hey! No.
No.
All right, moving on.
That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. All right, so now hater comment, Miguel.
Yes.
For that.
Yeah.
I even forgot what it was, but let's give it to Miguel.
AIDS.
Oh yeah, eat AIDS. Jesus Christ. All right, Miguel, do the honors.
I refuse to.
Why?
Because his name is Miguel.
Oh Jesus.
All right.
Just say fake Miguel. Call him fake Miguel.
No.
Jesus Christ. Well, we gotta do it.
All right, hater alert, Miguel.
Okay, Miguel, you just got hater.
Miguel.
You just ruined everything.
Jesus.
I'm gonna sue your ass.
Jesus. my God. Careful, he might be sending you middle fingers and pictures of his doo-doo and shit. Just keep sending that shit to Elio.
I'll send you a picture of mine.
Yeah. All right, so let's go on with the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, let's get into some birthdays.
Yahoo!
All right, the Big Show turns the age of Telemundo.
Nice.
42?
Yeah.
No, 47.
Oh, I forgot. I
Come
know
on,
Europe
man.
was- the Spanish channels are 42 and 47. That's all I
It was
remember.
41. Univision is 41.
Oh, damn.
God.
That's how long
New
I've been
Mexico
gone.
just messed your whole thing up.
It did.
All right.
That shit went over my head.
Well, a lot of things go over your head. You're like 4 feet.
Right? That's true. She is 4 feet tall.
Gangrel turns 50 years old.
Wow.
And he looks good, man.
Yeah.
He's shredded, man.
He is shredded, yeah. I would love to see a comeback, though.
I
To
would
be
love
honest.
to see
Call
it.
it a
I mean, if they're
comeback.
bringing the Edgehead back,
That's true. Bring back the Brood.
yep.
Bring back the Brood. Bring back the Brood.
Someone who doesn't look well at all, Ken Shamrock turns 55 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard something he wanted to make a comeback, too.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't.
You gotta speak up.
Exactly. Speaking of TJ Logan, One Man Gang turns 59 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I know he was affected by a storm. Was it last year? A couple
years ago, yeah.
And his house was pretty much destroyed. And I don't know. I would like to know how things are going. I know he was active on Facebook for a while, and then he just kind of stopped. So
Yeah. I'm going to check him out and see what's going on.
Yeah, you know what? Call Tony Diaz on 1-2-3-4-5-6-7-8-9-10.
Wow.
okay.
Can you please apologize to the people for that?
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're
Alrighty then.
sorry that
All right, what
we
else
just
you
wasted
got?
your time with all this. Yeah. With that being said, Akeem also turns 59 years old.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of it's kind of weird. They have the same birthday,
Same
One Man
birthday.
Gang and Akeem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Victoria turns 48.
She's actually retiring soon, I heard.
Yeah, this is like her last year. She
Yeah.
says she's gonna retire.
Still looks good, though.
She does.
Yeah.
Still looks good. I would have loved to have seen her at least one more time in WWE.
And last but not least, a guy that reminds me of Miguel Cole's doo-doo, Tommy Dreamer turns 48 years old.
Tommy Dreamer. Way to go.
I mean, he's definitely hated by the Wrestling POV Global dudes.
Oh, I know.
They hate
Why
Tommy
do
Dreamer.
they hate him so much?
I don't know, but if you listeners out there want to know why, listen to them every Wednesday on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, and iHeartRadio for free.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday with the legend TJ Logan and the gentleman Elio Canella. These guys have been doing great on the show. You
They
get to
have-
hear
they be having me
TJ
laughing.
cry. Yeah, and Elio's just getting funnier and funnier.
Yeah.
But he sounds scared of Miguel Cole.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And my advice to you, Elio.
Well, you are scared of Miguel, too.
Well, that's if you gave me 2 more seconds, I would have said it myself. Elio, you should be afraid of Miguel Cole. He's a scary dude. With that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. All right, Tony, let me ask you a question. Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
yes.
All right, well, you'll get the opportunity then to go to Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader on Nickelodeon, hosted by John Cena.
Okay.
What is he
John
doing?
Cena smarter than a female.
John Cena's like all over the place, man. I mean, can you blame him, though?
I can blame him because after
Why?
all that crap he talked about The Rock, leading up into WrestleMania and all this nonsense, and
I
you're going to
agree.
do exactly what he
And then he's
did?
going to do exactly what he's doing. Yeah, no. I hear you. I
No,
hear you.
Like, it was
Listen, money
great
talks, bullshit
storyline.
walks.
True.
It's true. But
True.
the lead up to WrestleMania and all that crap you said, you would say you were always going to be there for us.
True.
And you're not there for us. You're
That
a
is
liar. Then we had, of course, Jimmy Uso got arrested for squaring up with the police. That was just... You shouldn't be squaring up to the police. Maybe you should circle up against the police. No!
Oh my goodness.
Stupid.
Wow.
Stupido.
Paige and the Bella Twins are done with Total Divas.
Yep.
Thank God.
And Ronda Rousey will be joining the cast.
And Sonya Deville.
Okay, I can see Sonya Deville, but why Ronda Rousey?
I don't know, to be honest.
It's just, I don't want to see any more Ronda Rousey. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of the direction they're going in with her.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, when she loses the belt,
If she loses the belt.
that she will maybe get pregnant on Total Divas, and that way they can follow her pregnancy.
No, because they with Total Divas, I haven't watched it in a while, and maybe I should just so I can see what the hell is going on. But on Total Divas, they like to focus their road trips and backstage scenes. Very seldom you see them use their home life. Very seldom. It's always about them, like on a day off, they're out there hanging out somewhere.
But that's how
But
Miz and his wife
that's a whole different show.
started. But they started off on Total Divas.
No, they did not.
Yeah, they did.
No.
She did.
Well, she did for like
Well,
A
there you
hot
go.
minute.
2 episodes.
And then they had
you
their
go,
own
man.
show.
2
And
episodes.
just like that, they
No.
spin it. Yo, if you could be on a show for 2 episodes and get a own spin-off,
But that's because of the Miz. It had nothing to do with her. It's because of the Miz. There.
Well,
I said
this
it.
time is going to be
listen,
because
ladies
of
and
Ronda.
gentlemen, go back 2 years to when this show started. The level of hate Tony Diaz had for the Miz, and now that he's just giving the Miz props, talking about how great he is, this is just amazing. It shows you
Yes.
how
Is that
the
the
wrestling
Mexican
world
air?
works.
Oh,
In a
Jesus.
span of 2 years, this man hated the Miz, loathed the Miz, and now he loves the Miz.
He loves. Yes, he does.
I don't do any of that.
He loves.
I'm just saying he grew onto me.
Yeah, he grew onto you like Brokeback Mountain.
All right. With that
No.
being said, my last bit of news was covered on WrestlePOV Global this week because it was right away.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring it up because I know, Tony, you had a real connection to this man.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro Morales passes away at the age of 76 years old.
Yes.
Just
One of
like
the
his
most.
impact.
He's one of the most underrated wrestlers ever, in my opinion. He held the Intercontinental title and the Heavyweight title at the same time. Okay, I've never seen him get recognized for that as much as he should. A backstory, and yes, I got a story with Pedro. And it was back in the day when WWE used to, like now when they do house shows, it's always like at a stadium or at an arena or like in Glens Falls, it was the Civic Center. Back then, they used to go to high schools and do their shows. So there was a show at Lehman High School where I went to in the Bronx. And I was on my way to it, Shit, are you kidding me? Students got a discount, $5. Yeah, I'm going. So I went by myself, took the bus, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop at the store, get something to drink before I go in. So I go into what's called the bodega at the time.
Bodega.
And bodega, yeah. And when I went in there, got my drink, I turned around, and there he was, Pedro Morales. Big dude, man. He was big, but his personality glowed, man. It was like you wasn't afraid of him, you know what I'm saying? So in his heavy accent, he asked me where Lehman High School was, and I told him, I gave him directions on how to get there, and he said, thank you very much, and he got on his car and went to the high school. So that was my running with him.
You should have said, I'm going there now.
But the thing of it is, I'm a little pissed off because, he could have at least gave me a ride. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was starstruck because here he is, and I'm talking to him. I didn't even tell him I was going to the show. But I was so starstruck, I just didn't tell him. I was just like, oh my God. And I gave him directions on how to get there, and that was it.
Not to mention, you were in the Bronx, so he probably wouldn't have given you a ride anyway.
No, he probably wouldn't have. I probably would have robbed him, but no. I mean, he was a nice guy, very influential on a lot of people, and it's unfortunate. I wish they gave him more recognition that he deserves than just being one of the greats. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, and I agree with you. And so, thoughts and prayers to Pedro Morales' family. He definitely, his legend, his charisma, all that stuff will definitely live on forever.
Yeah.
That is all I have for the news, Tony. Time for the rumors.
All right, time for the rumors. Kevin Owens is supposedly being brought back as a babyface. Now,
okay.
Now this part of it I thought was weird. I was like, all right, when I heard this, now remember back in the day where Mr. Perfect, he did a lot of these vignettes of him either, shooting a basketball behind his back and making it, shooting a perfect score of 300 in bowling.
Oh, God, yeah.
And remember everything that he did was just
amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, supposedly, if you watched Raw, his vignette, he was at the bowling alley and his son said it was his turn. And he goes, this is how it's done. And he threw it and it was a gutter ball. Apparently, this new side of Kevin Owens is supposed to be the opposite of perfect. So it's supposed to be like if he shoots a 3-pointer, he's going to miss. If he plays pool, he scratches on the 8 ball. If he, things like that.
No.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't like that. I hope they don't go through with this like that either.
Like the lovable loser kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, it's a gutter ball, but that's okay. No, I don't want to see that with Kevin Owens. I don't. Mm-hmm. But, I'm going to say this because I've always been saying this. WWE, if you're listening, Vince, I know you're listening, man. Stop promoting guys that are coming back soon. Let it be a damn surprise. The element of surprise is always a big thing with people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for me to know that Kevin Owens is coming soon, okay, well, I'm going to expect it. Either he's going to interfere in this or interfere in that, or he's going to come back as a good guy. Who knows? But if you leave it alone and just make him disappear for a little bit and heal his injuries, just let it be a surprise.
The perfect example of how this is flawed is Lars Sullivan. Mm-hmm. You call him, you say he's coming soon, and
exactly. That's a perfect example. That is a perfect example. And not only that, with the rest of those guys too. You know what I'm saying? EC3. What's the girl's name again?
Her.
Not Nikki Cross.
Yeah, that one.
That one. The other one. Yeah.
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans. You know what I'm saying? Heavy Machinery. Why you announced them for so long? And honestly, I like the talent that's coming up. I like EC3. I do like Heavy Machinery, even though Rick doesn't like them. And I do like Lacey Evans. Love Nikki Cross. But the surprise factor, man, you gotta have it. You can't just announce it. Because now, honestly, what impact has any one of them has done since they've been in the main roster? Not a damn thing. The only
Not a damn thing.
We just said that, right?
Oh, I'm on a delay.
Oh, my bad. Now, my thing is, the only one that did, honestly, was Lacey Evans. When she had her debut at the Royal Rumble and she stayed as long as she did. I was impressed with that. But
of course you were.
EC3, you're damn right. But you got EC3, they won't let him talk for some reason. Then he won against the match with Dean Ambrose. Then he loses against Dean Ambrose.
Spoiler alert.
But nothing too surprising there. You got Heavy Machinery, who's been jumping back and forth between Raw and SmackDown. They're in for a title shot, opportunity, and they lost. What's going on there? Spoiler alert, Nikki Cross was involved too, and she loses? You know what I'm saying? And who was the other one? Who am I missing? Is that it?
That
Well,
is
and
Lars.
And then Lars. You got Lars Sullivan, who was advertised as to be the hottest free agent out there. Who was he going to go to? Raw or SmackDown? Oh my God. And then all the rumors out there going about he's supposed to be feuding with John Cena at WrestleMania. Oh my God. They're making a big deal about it. And yet, nothing. And please, I don't want anybody thinking I'm being insensitive, but he has anxiety and going through depression, and all of a sudden he's not there.
Apparently, there's rumors that it was because of a failed drug test.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that in NXT, you don't get random drug tests.
Really?
They'll let you know. And apparently, he was on the list for that Monday Night Raw to get tested.
What?
And he got sick, quote unquote, and left. And
no way.
That's a rumor out there. I'm not saying that that's factual in any way, but that is one of the rumors out there, that it wasn't an anxiety attack, that it was just he was going to get tested.
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, that's why he didn't report it, Mr. Rick.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so my other... boy, that was a long rumor for just one. All right, so my last rumor... The original Hart Foundation, Jimmy Hart, Bret Hart, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart will be the first inductees announced for the 2019 Hall of Fame class. Again,
Stupid.
I think it's dumb. Come on. Why?
Bret and Jimmy already in.
The biggest Hart Foundation mark out there. Why? Why are they doing this?
It makes no sense.
Why though? And then
Jimmy and Bret are already in.
They're already in.
Just put Anvil in by himself then.
Put Anvil in by himself. Make Natalya do her sad speech because she's gonna cry. And I'm not being insensitive, but it's
rightfully
true.
so. Yeah.
But it's true. But just leave it at that.
If you're gonna put the Hart Foundation and you put them all in,
you put them all in. You gotta put three. You gotta put Davey Boy Smith in. You gotta put Owen Hart in. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. I am very
ghetto right there.
Man, don't get me started.
Uh-oh, he's about to turn back into the Bronx teenager.
You damn right. What's the accent for it? I'm serious.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something, boo boo. I'm not doing that again. You got one out of me.
Hey, you got a second one.
Okay, maybe two. But you know what I'm saying though? It's ridiculous now. I mean, come on. And then on top of that, more on it is that they don't even know who is going to headline the Hall of Fame. So, what's that tell you?
That tells you that the Undertaker gone messed up.
Exactly. All right, so that's all I got for the rumors. Rick, what do you got for injury?
All right, just Seth Rollins. Apparently it's his back that's been bothering him, and he's not going to be on TV. He'll be on TV, but he won't be doing anything physical for a while.
He's not going to be obviously at the Elimination Chamber and possibly Fastlane. He won't be in there too. So
yeah,
they want him to be as close to 100% as possible.
And that doesn't sound like a top guy to me.
Exactly.
I'm Seth Rollins.
Right?
And I love
Sorry to say, Roman Reigns wasn't like that. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, Tony, why do you have to mention that? Everybody loves me. All I do is talk about myself. Everything I talk about. And my pee-pee, it gets erected every time I talk about myself. Can you guys just give me that time?
Oh my God.
Shut up, Seth Rollins.
I'm sorry. Did you mention my name again? I love talking about myself.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's go straight on to Raw Notes. All right, show opened up with Triple H and Stephanie announcing that Becky Lynch did see the doctor. and is medically cleared, meaning that the match with Ronda Rousey is still on, and Becky Lynch's suspension is lifted. But the only thing Becky has to do is apologize. That's all she has to do.
This was cringeworthy.
But not only was it cringeworthy, but they made it into a 3-hour episode of it.
Yeah.
Making her in the back, talking with Finn Balor, talking with Alexa Bliss, saying, one is saying, don't do it. The other saying, just do it. It's like, and that was throughout the whole show. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it last on what happened if you didn't watch it. But you should have watched it by now. Today's Saturday. Come on, people. All right, so Nia Jax and Tamina versus Bayley and Sasha Banks and Liv Morgan. This was to determine which team would start the Elimination Chamber match, or the loser, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the loser of this match would be the first one to start in the Elimination Chamber match. So, yeah, Nia Jax, Tamina versus Bayley and Sasha versus Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. I like Liv Morgan. That girl's impressive. I don't care what anybody says. That girl's very impressive. Now, I'm going to throw this question out there to you guys. Mimi, you go first, and Rick. Do you think Liv Morgan should be associated with the Riot Squad, or you think she's better as a solo act?
I think leave her associated with them.
Yeah?
Why?
I'm just asking. Because to me, honestly, though I like Sarah Logan and I love Ruby Riott, I think Liv Morgan's a character on her own.
Well, I think they're a faction.
Mm-hmm.
And being that faction, they should stay together.
Right. Rick?
Well, with me, I honestly think they should definitely stick together, especially Morgan and Logan. Like Ruby Riott, even if Ruby Riott wasn't around, I think them two together are a perfect team.
Yeah.
The yin and yang.
Okay.
They work together. The opposites. You got this powerhouse in Logan, and in Liv Morgan, you got that she can move around the ring fast, and she's got the crazy appeal. And
Right.
I think it works. I think them together. I think her by herself, you get that Harley Quinn thing, and then it just dies out really quick.
Right.
But as a group together, it'll stay strong.
Okay. Alrighty. I'd like to see her go solo, to be honest. Go
How
solo.
low would you like her to go?
So low. Very low, if you know what I'm saying. Not nasty to me. All right, so Nia Jax and Tamina, they picked up a victory, which could mean that they're not going to get the belts.
Yo, the promo before this, why is Tamina like trying to slide in words here and there while Nia Jax keeps talking, doesn't give anybody an opportunity to talk? It sounds like this show with you. What?
I don't know.
It's just crazy.
It is.
It's
All right. But very funny. All right. So Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. Finn Balor wins by DQ because Bobby Lashley interfered. Kurt Angle makes the save. Exactly. Stupid. Kurt Angle makes the save. Baron Corbin comes out, which ended up being, I want you to guess, a tag match player. Finn Balor, Kurt Angle, and Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Baron Corbin.
The worst hour of wrestling I've ever seen in my life. Terrible.
Finn Balor, Kurt Angle, and Braun Strowman pick up the win. Then, of course, there was the Kevin Owens segment, which we talked about earlier. Ruby Riott defeated Nikki Cross, which, again, that's why I brought it up, because you made a big deal about him. I'm a big fan of Nikki Cross. Come on, man.
I mean, you had to build up Ruby Riott, obviously. So give her Dana Brooke.
Give her Dana Brooke.
Give her Natalya.
Exactly. I would actually more Natalya than Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, come on.
Or Mickey James.
Or Mickey James, yeah.
Oh, fucking Carmella.
Well, SmackDown,
whoa, SmackDown.
So Seth Rollins, he's cut his promo, as you heard earlier from Rick. Dean comes out, and they're saying that he was off script, that he made up his own shit.
It had to be.
And if you looked at Seth Rollins, he was like puzzled. He didn't know what to say, so that's why he just got out the ring.
You know why he was puzzled? Because he didn't mention his name.
Yeah.
So Seth was like, "Oh, guys, you didn't say my name, Dean. What are you talking about? You're making this about yourself, not about me."
You sound like an old lady from New York.
That's how Seth Rollins sounds.
Doesn't he?
He sounds like...
Oh my god.
Who's next, everybody? Come get
Big
your
Bang
lunch.
Theory. His mother.
yeah.
Mom. Howard. Who's calling in this ungodly hour? Oh my god. All right, so then Dean Ambrose had the match with EC3, as I said earlier, and defeated him. Then it was for the Raw Tag Team Championship, the Revival versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. This match was awesome. It started off a little slow, but it was I loved this match. It was about damn time that, from what everybody was saying, it was about time that the Revival got the belts. But here's how I'm looking at it, okay? Now, granted, whether it's true or not, because I'm sorry to say not all of us know, if the Revival did ask for their release, do you honestly really think that the WWE was really going to give them the titles like that?
No.
Seriously.
I kind of think they would. Because
I don't think so. Because look how many times that the Revival has fought for the championship. Look how many times? How many times? A lot.
Mucho.
And then now it was like, because for me, when they announced this match, I was like, again? And then you were really rooting for the Revival to win this time. You know, which is sad because that's not how you're supposed to think. They're the bad guys in this. They're the heels. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, those are the baby faces. You know what I'm saying? And then, you wanted the Revival to win.
I mean, I'm over Roode and Gable. I mean,
so am I.
Gable is like a cosplayer out there.
Exactly. That's true. But the thing of it is, this would have been the perfect opportunity for Bobby Roode to turn on Gable for losing the belts.
Yep.
Oh my God, it would have been so perfect for him to turn on him. Because then, number one, Chad Gable will stop dressing up like him. And number two, that would have been a decent feud for a little bit. And then Bobby Roode could go on, let him win that feud and let him go on into the IC picture or maybe the heavyweight title picture. Bobby Roode is that good.
He is.
That would have been the perfect opportunity. And I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm sure in the pre-show at the Elimination Chamber, I think there's going to be a rematch between those two or those four.
Oh, Lord.
So the main event, well, not really a main event, but they called out Becky Lynch at the end of the program and says you got to apologize, and she ended up apologizing. So Triple H and Steph they all shook hands and says, "Congratulations, you going to WrestleMania." And then Becky was like, "That's it," and then they broke out, and she's in the ring, and then Vince McMahon, his music hits. He comes out and he says, "You may think you're the man, but I am the man." And he says that Becky Lynch is suspended for 60 days, which is 5 days after WrestleMania. Oh, God. And announced the new person taking her place is Charlotte Flair. So Charlotte Flair comes out in a roar of boos.
Yeah.
And that is your Raw. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about this, and I'm sure Rick's got something to say about it. I know Mimi's got something to say about it. Now, I'm going to tell everybody else. And when this happened, okay, everybody was like, "Oh my God, she's going to AEW." Oh, God. Or, "Oh my God, I'm never watching wrestling again. They took Becky Lynch out of this? How could they do that? I'm not watching it no more. I'm not this or I'm not that. Becky Lynch is going to AEW. That's what's going on. That's what's happening." People, are you fucking serious? Do you really honestly think that they're doing all this to not really? Rick, son of a bitch. Why? Why do people? Are you real? She's gonna be in the match. She is gonna be in the damn match, people.
But is Charlotte gonna be in the match?
Yes, I told y'all since like 3 months ago. She's gonna be in the match.
I don't think she is.
She is. You watch.
I don't think so. I think at Fastlane we're
telling
gonna
you.
have
Rick,
Charlotte versus Becky.
Oh. Oh. Oh my God.
Another bet.
I don't think Rick
I don't
wants to make
no
another
bets.
bet.
No, I don't make bets.
All right, that Rick, then Mimi, what was y'all gonna say?
It's gonna be Becky versus Charlotte at Fastlane. Person that wins gets the shot at WrestleMania. Becky will not be suspended. Becky will fight Ronda Rousey for the main event. Charlotte will find a way to fight Asuka, who's been missing. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to send out helicopters to find Asuka.
Well, the reason why they kept her out was because of this whole thing. Yeah. So they didn't want her to be involved in, I don't know, they didn't want nothing to take away from that championship. So, but she's gonna be in it, guys. Come on, she's gonna be in it. Well, Jesus,
I believe it when I see it.
She is. You watch. I'm telling you, it's gonna end up being a triple threat. I've been saying this for so long. Come on now.
Who is right? Mimi Gutie, Tony Diaz, Rick Serrano III? Stay tuned.
I'm telling you, it's gonna end up happening just like that. Just like I said it.
Like that?
Just like that, yeah. I didn't snap my fingers, but okay. Jesus. Mimi's dropping shit and everything because she was trying to snap her fingers. All right, so that is your Raw. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause. When we come back, we got SmackDown Breaks Down. We got SmackDown Breaks It Down.
The Breaks It Down.
The Breaks It Down. And NXT POV, and of course, Wrestling POV's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view points game. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast. All
right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. And you know what else is back? Collar and Elbow, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. They have everything. They got t-shirts. They got hats. They got bags. They got, Al Snow, get the underwear ready. Cut us a check.
Waiting for it.
But they got everything else that I mentioned. And, make sure you check it out. It helps support your local indie wrestlers and your favorite wrestling podcast, Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global. Yes. Just use promo code WPOV. Save yourself 10%. CollarandElbowbrand.com. It is now time for the SmackDown Breakdown.
Are you ready? Break it down. Degenerate into something cool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Sucker.
I was going to say EE8.
That's wrong.
Oh, God, it's terrible.
Wow. Dude. Jesus.
Dude, man. SmackDown opens up with the announcement that Charlotte will be replacing Becky Lynch. Charlotte comes to the ring, cuts a heel promo, basically just saying how she's the best of the best and that this has been her destiny. And she says, you boo her now because you are welcome. Okay.
All right, sure.
And she wants to dedicate this match to her friend Becky Lynch. And she says she'll be front row for the Elimination Chamber match between the Ruby Riott and Ronda Rousey. Mm-hmm. And then New Day will be in the gauntlet match of this night because Mustafa Ali apparently has been dealing with some nagging injuries. You forgot to mention that in the report. Yes, if you would have gave me 2 more seconds, I would have said it myself. I forgot to mention in the report that, Mustafa Ali has been dealing with
Sometimes I feel Rick's talking to himself.
Sometimes I feel like it too. It's just like a nagging little voice in my head. So Mustafa Ali's out for undisclosed amount of time dealing with nagging injuries. We then had Carmella and Naomi, the the Fabulous Glow versus the Iconics versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. I've been saying it for a little while now. I'm getting more and more impressed with Naomi. I think her in-ring ability is getting a lot better.
I was gonna say the same thing watching this match. She has gotten a lot better. I mean, I remember her days with the Funkadactyls. She was very green, very careless, and now it's just, she's improved a lot.
Focusing.
Mr. Tony, you're making a mistake. She's even more green now.
She's lime green.
Just do it to yourself, Miguel. Just do it to yourself.
Sometimes, when you're around somebody long enough, you start getting their traits. I'm getting Mr. Rick's corny jokes. Oh, my goodness. Do you ever get the feeling...
Bingo!
Right.
Wow.
I thought this was a really impressive match. I love how the Iconics were like, "You're not tagging us in. We're not gonna get pinned." I love that.
I tell you, the Iconics, they're very, very slowly growing on to me.
Yeah,
and I'm talking very little.
That's because of the tatas.
No, they don't got tatas, but they're very.
Or is it because they're iconic?
No, that's got to stop. and don't ever do that again, Rick. No, it's just that very little starting to grow on to me.
Was that Miguel
all right.
or was that Rick? Who said that?
I have no idea. They sound alike sometimes. So
listen, man, you just start getting. It's like the Bert and Ernie effect, man.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Carmella and Naomi pick up the win. So, but yeah, that was a little. They're not gonna win the titles.
No.
After the match, the Iconics attacked them, which was cool to see. Bayley's talking about how much heart that Sasha has, and that they will be there on Sunday. Okay. Nia says no one was gonna want to challenge them, and Liv says that her and Sarah protect each other, and they're gonna get the titles. Then we had Miz and Shane doing McMiz TV, which is a terrible name. However,
it was a terrible segment.
It was a terrible segment. However, I did like the line that Shane used when he said, well, maybe we'll have this whole little twin thing when if I punch you, your brother's going to feel it. I was like, all right, Miz.
You like that?
I was like, all right, at least.
That was so corny.
Don't you know who Mr. Rick is?
That's true. Never mind. All
right, well, it was a terrible segment. I did like the super kicks. I got a little bit to say about this coming up when we go over a pay-per-view points game. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Next up, we had, Daniel Bryan just talking. It just annoys the hell out of me. I don't want to hear it anymore. However, this matchup, the gauntlet match, was amazing. I loved it. Now, apparently, this whole thing that Kofi did was supposed to be Mustafa Ali.
Right.
Apparently, WWE backstage is very impressed with how Kofi handled it, and they may have some big things for him in the future. Yeah. That just sucks for Mustafa Ali because it was right there, bro. You had it.
Yeah, but I mean,
next man up.
I don't think that they're gonna stop with him. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets better, I think they're gonna put him right back in that spot. You know?
I don't know, man.
I think so. I really do.
Well,
they've been high on him for a while.
Now, the thing that's just a little weird is that they had Kofi pin Daniel Bryan.
That was very weird.
Maybe you could have had Eric Rowan attack Kofi, so Daniel Bryan gets disqualified and stuff like that. But that I didn't like too much. But Kofi held his own. Kofi then took out Jeff Hardy. He then took out Samoa Joe. And now they got to stop with the way they take Samoa Joe out with this pin.
Yeah.
This was the WrestleMania 8 Roddy Piper, Bret Hart spot. They've been doing it over and over again. It's getting old. Stop doing it. It was great at WrestleMania 8. It was great when you did it to Joe the first time. The second time, it's getting repetitive. Stop doing that combination.
Yeah.
Then we had Kofi and AJ. And AJ was like, come on, man. But what happened to the ruthless aggression, AJ? Why didn't he just pounce on Kofi? Why is he trying to be nice to Kofi, telling him to just lay down? Mm-hmm. It just makes no sense that AJ is not being ruthless aggressive.
Yeah, like Vince really wanted him to, you know?
Yeah, he's being nice to Kofi. Then Kofi loses to AJ with the calf crusher, and with like 1 minute left, I'm like, oh, we all know what's gonna happen here. RKO out of nowhere, and Randy Orton will be.
I saw that coming.
Will be the last participant in the Elimination Chamber. Yep. I do have to say though, I know it's weird, but I like the whole RKO is gonna put you out kind of thing. It's starting to grow on me.
Oh, come on, but they've been doing it for so long.
They have been, but it's just weird because it's affecting bigger names now. Like, it's not just affecting Evan Bourne, it's affecting AJ Styles and stuff like that. So, I mean, he's not going to win. He's not going to win.
He ain't winning.
He's not winning.
Rick, so, straight lace, Rick. Stop smoking that wacky tobacco.
Damn.
You know what's happening? It's becoming legal. It's becoming legal here in New York. So everybody and their mamas is smoking it. So it's like coming through the walls. So I'm just getting that contact. So maybe that's what it is.
He leaves his house sober. By the time he goes down 5 flights of stairs, I'm
done.
Yeah.
He's
red-eyed with Vaseline. What is it called?
Visine.
That's it, not Vaseline.
And I'm walking down the block to KFC and getting a lot of fried chicken.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God. I said Vaseline. Jesus Christ. That's on Sundays, but anyway.
All right, that is your SmackDown breakdown. Yes. Miguel, can you let the people know? No, go to hell.
Jesus Christ.
All right, you can follow us on Facebook at Wrestling POV.
Damn.
You can follow us on Instagram at Wrestling POV1, and you can follow us on Twitter at Wrestling POV. The name is Miguel Cole as well. I mean, you can follow him. He has. Okay, that's enough. Dude, I have people like Terry Crews liking my stuff. I have David Arquette liking my stuff. I even have Ryback, the greatest wrestler of all time. He retweeted my tweet. And, of course, the man of all men, Byron Saxton. He's my good friend. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait. Can you just say that again? Yes, like I said, my friend Barkley Sardines. He is my good friend. Okay. Yeah. It is now time for this guy got me going crazy. It is now time for
I don't know what's going on.
NXT POV Mamma Mia. We had Dominic Djokovic. He defeated Shane Thorne. Stacey Irvin Jr. and Humberto Carrillo. They came out for their match, but Cassius. Oh no! Yeah, Humberto Carrillo.
That's what it is.
Carrillo.
Humberto Carrillo.
Carrillo.
That's Cardi B's part.
All right. But they were just interrupted by Cassius Ohno. And he just basically talks crap about the crowd. And my man Lee comes out, Keith Lee, and says, "Oh, no." And tells Cassius Ohno not to let the door hit him in the ass on the way out and apologizes.
Oh, no.
Oh, I get it. Because his name's Ohno. The Street Profits defeated Humberto Carrillo and Stacey Irvin Jr., after the match, the Profits laugh at Ono and all that stuff, and then we had a bunch of tag teams come out. We had the War Raiders come out. We had Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel. Marcel Barthel. So we had Humberto Carrillo and Marcel Barthel. Humberto Carrillo and Marcel.
Oh, Lord.
Alright, and then we had the Undisputed Era. We had Oney Lorcan and Danny Bush. We had a bunch of people come out basically wanting the tag titles. The Undefeated Era took out the War Raiders and everybody else, and they were just watching as they ended the segment. Aaliyah defeated Tainara Conti. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. This is her. She reminded the crowd that this is her reality now. Okay. Ricochet had a matchup against Adam Cole, baby! Ricochet picks up the win, and Undisputed Era attacked them, and the man, Aleister Black, comes out for the save.
Yes, sir.
I don't see where they're going with this.
I don't know either.
Confusion. But, yeah, there's voices in my head. I hear them calling me.
That's weird.
Yeah. With that being said, that is your NXT POV. It is now time for the good, the bad, and the ugly of WWE this week.
Yes. Alrighty. So, for the good, I'm going to have to say the Revival versus Brood and Gable. Very, very good match. I loved it. Loved the fact that they finally got the titles. That was very good. I loved on SmackDown. I really did dug the gauntlet.
Great game.
I love the dog. No, I was speaking in my language. Please let me talk. I love the dog. No, the gauntlet match. That was good. I was pretty impressed with Kofi Kingston, even though that was supposed to be Mustafa Ali's little spot. And NXT for me was kind of average, but I dug, with Ricochet. It was pretty cool. So, Rick.
All right, with the bad, I mean, when you spend an hour on Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, and Finn Balor, you're just killing me. That was horrible. It was so bad. And you know what? Speaking of bad, I want to put somebody in the book. I want to put Kurt Angle's bathroom run in the book. The way he was running to that ring, he can't walk no more. He can't even do a German suplex.
No.
But that is a damn doodle run if I ever seen a doodle run. Kurt Angle's bathroom run has to go in the book, guys.
Put it as Kurt Angle's doo-doo run. That's what we'll call it.
Kurt Angle's doodle run. You just made the book. All right, and then of course Daniel Bryan's segments are just terrible. Mimi, what is it with the ugly?
Well, the ugly for me was that you had spent 3 hours talking about how to apologize for Becky Lynch, and then she
It was
does.
just different segments, not the whole 3 hours.
Yeah, it was about 3 hours.
No.
It was mostly
felt
the
like
whole
it.
3 hours.
No, it was not.
And then you still suspend her, that she can't be fighting.
But see, you're acting like part of the whole IWC out there.
No.
Come on, it's an angle.
It was an ugly angle.
No, they're going somewhere with it.
Hey,
You just gotta run with it.
You gave
She
me
don't come
after my
onto your
POV,
good
I'm giving you my
segments.
POV,
That's
right?
her POV. It's ugly.
That's that.
No. Cardi B needs to go to fuck home.
Back to your home in the Bronx. All right, with that being said, it is now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Raw has 11 to NXT's 9 to SmackDown 7 every Thursday. If you go on our Facebook page at Wrestling POV, we have you vote. Using the Facebook like emojis, the thumbs up will get you a vote for SmackDown, a heart a vote for Raw, and a smiley face a vote for NXT. You guys vote every week, and we take your votes into consideration, and most of the time we disagree with you. Like last week, when you guys voted 63% in favor of NXT. Preposterous! This week, once again, they voted for NXT 45% to SmackDown's 31% to Raw's 24%. So, Mimi, what's your vote this week?
SmackDown, NXT, and Raw.
You got it all ass backwards.
All right, Tony, what do you got?
I'm going with Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Because Raw, they're setting up their story, okay, all the way up to WrestleMania. You got a really good tag match with the Revival, and then the ending of SmackDown, the ending of Raw, how they teased and suspended Becky Lynch and added Charlotte Flair just to create so much damn heat. It's got everybody talking. The only thing, like I said, that was good on SmackDown was that gauntlet match. That was it. Everything else was like, all right. Why? Why are they doing it? And the thing of it is, they're only setting it up for Elimination Chamber instead of trying to set it up for the long run. It doesn't make sense.
Well, Tony,
does not make sense for me.
It's a marathon.
And NXT was garbage.
Yes, it was. But it's a marathon, Tony. All right? It's not... We got a long ways to WrestleMania. What do you do for your go-home shows? Do you set up for a pay-per-view that's 2 months away? Or do you go home with the pay-per-view that's coming up?
But they're still doing it in these pay-per-views.
Yes.
Comprende?
That's the understanding that a go-home show is to go for the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
now,
but the thing of it is, it's still connected to WrestleMania.
No, it's true. And after this pay-per-view, they're going to go right back into let's go back to WrestleMania.
No, because then they got to concentrate on Fastlane.
Well, then, Tony, what are you talking about? So, this is how I looked at it this week. It's definitely between Raw and SmackDown for me. NXT was garbage.
It was horrendous.
Now, I look at it this way. Which 1 hour match did I prefer? Did I prefer seeing the 6-man tag that I've seen every goddamn week for the last 3 months?
Which ended in the same way with an RKO out of nowhere.
Did I want to see the same 6-man tag match that I've been seeing over and over again with Finn Balor? Braun Strowman is doo-doo. He is terrible. He is done. Drew McIntyre punked this monster. I don't want to see him flip anything. I don't want to see him flip anything anymore because, dude, you can't win matches. Oh, I can flip cars, but you can't win matches. And if I have to hear Seth Rollins talk about himself one more time, I'm done. So my vote this week is for SmackDown. That gauntlet match was everything. Jesus. Not only that, the women match, the tag team match was way better than the women's match on Raw. I love the storytelling with all that. Of course, we had the Daniel Bryan segment was terrible. We had Shane's things terrible. But Charlotte's promo was good. It was something that I'm glad Becky wasn't on SmackDown. Signs of good things happening. With that being said, SmackDown now has 8 to NXT's 9 to Raw's 11. Ladies and gentlemen, do you understand that the comeback is starting now? That WrestleMania is only a couple of months away. We are going to crown a new champion. Will it be Raw, SmackDown, or NXT as the winner of this year for WrestleMania? Because after WrestleMania comes, we are done and we start all over. So last year's winner of Monday Night Raw, you got some competition, honey. Mm-hmm.
Jeez, what's up with everybody being ghetto this episode? All right, so we got one more thing to cover, and then that'll be it for the show, which is the Wrestling POV WWE. See, done fucked up. It is the Wrestling POV WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view points game.
Yes!
All right. So if you're new to the game, which you shouldn't be, first of all, in order to qualify to play or to even win, you have to like the page. And when you like the page, you are automatically registered to play the game. And hey, if you win, you win. So basically, each match is worth a certain amount of points. You don't have to max all your points, TJ. You do not have to max. You have a wager. It's like if I'm giving you $5, if you want to bet the whole $5, by all means, go ahead. But you can bet $1. Save yourself some $4. But anyways, so if you bet the whole thing, you can either win those points or you can lose those points. With the added stipulation to any 10-point match that there is, you have to pick the stip, which is a pinfall, submission, countout, or DQ. It's an additional 3 points. So make sure you take that into consideration. But if you pick a no contest, you cannot pick a winner. But
why is that? Because there is no winner and no contest.
Winner. And then you automatically get the 3 points, while everybody else could lose a maximum of 13 points. Comprende?
Comprendo.
All right, so
Spanish announce table breaks. If you say yes, you get 3 points.
Exactly.
If it doesn't, you don't get it.
All right, so speaking of the Spanish announce table, let's get that out of the way first. Rick, we'll go with you first. Will the Spanish announce table be broken?
Listen, since we started this, it has not broken. They don't even go near it.
They don't.
It's German and the American table that gets broken.
Yeah.
But this week, Elimination Chamber, that table will not be broken.
So just for everybody to be aware, now it's only 3 points for that, right? Am I right?
Yes.
I don't have that in front of me. Okay, so it's only 3 points. There's no wager for that. It's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. That's it. No wager. All right. With that being said, I'm going with no. It will not be destroyed. For the Royal Rumble, I picked that it wasn't, and it didn't. Thank God. But the English announce table did get destroyed. So, all right, Mimi.
Yes.
You think?
Fifth time's the
I'm
charm.
not gonna give up.
Hey, fifth time's the charm, right?
I'm not gonna give up until it's done.
All right. Okay, so the first match, and these are not in order, people. They're not in order. But I will tell you this: there's only one 5-pointer in this card. All right, so it's for the Cruiserweight Championship: Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa. This one is 10 points. So with the added stipulation of pin, submission, countout, or DQ, and of course, no contest for the 3 points. It's on me. Buddy Murphy's retaining. I'm gonna go 7 points. And I'm going to say pin for the rest of it. So that'll give me my 10. Mimi?
I'm going with Akira, 8 points and a pin.
Akira Tozawa, 8 points with a pin.
Yes.
Alrighty, Rick.
Wow, I didn't even know they were having a match. That's how much we've been covering 205 Live. Akira Tozawa, I don't see them giving him the belt. Not this close to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, this is gonna be my comeback story. I'm just going to throw everything into the wind. I'm going with Buddy Murphy.
Wow.
10 points. Pinfall.
Okay. All right. So, up next, we have is this correct? Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush?
Yep.
Versus Finn Balor for the IC Championship. Mimi Gutie, this is a 10-pointer. Who you got?
Finn Balor.
Really? He's going to get the IC belt.
3 points. With a pin.
Alrighty, 3 points with a pin. Rick.
Oh man, what happened? Finn Balor stood tall. I'm going Bobby Lashley. That Lio Rush is gonna get the pin. I'm going Bobby Lashley. You know what? 10 points. Bobby Lashley pinfall.
Wow. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going Bobby Lashley's going to win it, a full 10 points. And I'm going to say by pin. Has to be. All right, next matchup. Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott for the Raw Women's Championship. This is also a 10-pointer. Rick, who you got?
This throws me off a little bit because Charlotte's going to be ringside. The Riot Squad's going to be there. So, is Charlotte going to help Ronda win so that she can fight her at WrestleMania? Is she going to cause a disqualification?
Right.
I'm just going to... And then Ronda won by pinfall last time.
Mm-hmm.
The Charlotte... I'm going Ronda. Let's go 10 points! Let's go... Submission.
Okay. Well, you put too much thought into it. I knew going into this because they're going to punk out Ruby Riott. I'm going Ronda Rousey, a full 10 points and submission. It's sad to say it that way because I really like Ruby Riott.
I did the same thing.
You did the same thing.
Ronda Rousey, 10-point submission.
All right.
And now that I think about it, the Riot Squad probably won't be there because they'll be involved in the Elimination Chamber match.
Right.
They'll be like, oh, well, they got to prepare for the match.
Yeah, or some bullshit like that. All right, so up next, Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. This one's only 5 points. It's on me. I'm going Braun Strowman, 5 points. Me?
I went Braun, 2 points.
Okay, Rick?
Braun needs a goddamn win. So, Baron Corbin's been winning too much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second. Does Baron Corbin get an insurance policy in Lars Sullivan?
So you think Lars Sullivan's going to come in, huh?
Maybe. Does he? I'm just trying to think because, Baron Corbin could... No, Braun Strowman, 5 points.
All right, the Miz and Shane versus the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Championship. Mimi, who do you got?
Miz and Shane, 6 points. I would say pinfall.
All right, Rick.
All right, now this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Last time an Uso got arrested, everyone was like, there's no way they're going to win the titles this week.
That was the same Uso.
And they won the tag team titles. That same week that they said that, they're going to get punished. There's no way that they're going to give them the belts after getting arrested. Right. And once again, an Uso gets arrested. They said that that's what he does. That's on his own responsibility. That's all. They didn't give him any punishment. However, this is Shane McMahon and The Miz. So I'm going with Shane and The Miz. 10 points. Pinfall.
All right. Yeah, you put too much thought into it. I already going with The Miz and Shane. They're going 10. They're not giving it to the Usos, especially what happened. They're not gonna. There's no way they're gonna give it this time around to them. There's no way, unless a DQ. No, Shane and Miz. Pin. Shane and Miz, I'm going to go 10. Because this card, I don't see no title changes. I really don't. All right, now the next two are probably going to be the hardest to pick out of these. The Women's Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber match. Nia and Tamina, the Riot Squad, the Iconics, Naomi and Carmella, Sasha and Bayley, and Sonya Deville and Liv Morgan. This one, no stipulation because it's an Elimination Chamber match. It is for 15 points. So, who's it on? Mimi?
No, I went first.
Rick?
I'll take it. Though you once again called Mandy Rose Liv Morgan. You got
Mandy Rose, that's what I meant.
Not all blondes are the same, Tony.
They look it.
But this is definitely...
Chi-chis.
This is definitely a hard pick, though. I'm nervous with how this is going to end up. I'm definitely going to have to go with... Oh, my God. The obvious choice... There's too many obvious choices here.
The obvious would be Sasha and Bayley.
Yeah.
But then
you can go with
the favorite was Nia and Tamina. You know?
But I can see the Riot Squad winning. I can see the Iconics winning. The only team I can't see winning is Naomi and Carmella.
And Carmella, right.
So with that being said, I'm going with... I'm going with... Riot Squad.
What?
4 points. Pinfall.
No, there's no...
no, okay.
There's no step.
No step. All right, so then 4 points.
No step. Okay. If any match to really look into, it's this one. Because there is, the favors is Sasha and Bayley. But I heard Sasha is hurt.
Yeah.
So are they really going to give them the tag team championships that quick? And they're going to be defended on both brands. So
yeah. I mean, I see Sasha and Bayley winning it at Mania as a big thing.
Right.
But I don't think they're going to win it.
But at the same time, though, Bayley keeps saying she wants to be the first ever. Which, number one, she shouldn't have even said that because they're not the first ever women's tag team championship.
It's true.
So she needs to stop saying that. So she keeps saying it, though. You know what I'm saying? Man, this one is difficult for me. Oh, man. Honestly, I'm leaning more towards the Iconics to win this, but I'm not. But I think they can. I think they can pull this out of nowhere, and a lot of people will be pissed off.
I'll change my pick. I'm going with Nia Jax and Tamina, 5 points.
Why? Now why? Tell me why.
Because it's just impossible. I see them giving her the belt. I see them building up this whole thing that they're unstoppable, and then Sasha and Bayley take it from the Mania.
It gives them a lot of heat.
Yeah.
It gives them a lot of heat. All right, so you changed. Who'd you pick before that?
I picked the Riot Squad.
The Riot Squad? Okay. Man, see, and I don't want to be the one that's going to pick the obvious that everybody's going to pick. Because everybody's going to pick Sasha and Bayley. Everybody's going to pick them. So I'm going to be one of them. So I'm going with Sasha and Bayley. I'm going to go 10 points.
Hurts.
It does hurt. It does hurt, but I'm going 10 points.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! Yes, 10 points. Oh, I don't want to do that. Yes, 10 points, Sasha and Bailey. Son of a bitch. Mimi?
I'm going with the Riot Squad.
Really?
3 points.
Okay.
And I'm not changing it.
All right, and finally, the main event, WWE Championship Elimination Chamber Match. Kofi, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe. This one's also 15 points. So the winner of this is the one that faces Daniel Bryan, correct? Or is this for the WWE Championship? I don't remember.
I think it was...
Rick is frozen. Rick, is it? Wait, there's 1, 2.
Wait, what is it?
Is Daniel Bryan's not in this match, right?
Yes, he is.
He's not.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
And this is for the WWE? Yeah, how come his name's not?
Yeah, it's for the WWE title.
So wait,
But
there's
he's
4,
not on there.
5, should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No.
No,
Daniel Bryan,
1, 2,
Kofi
3,
Kingston,
4,
Jeff
there is
Hardy,
5.
Randy Orton, Samoa
Yeah,
Joe.
so Daniel Bryan is in
and-
this match.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, I thought this was like to fight against Daniel Bryan. That's what I thought this was. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go balls out. 15 points. Daniel Bryan retains. That's where I'm going. He retains, and it's gonna piss a lot of people off. That's where I'm going with it. Mimi?
Samoa Joe, 10 points.
So Samoa Joe's gonna get the title.
Yep.
Wow.
Samoa Joe's going to get the title.
Wow.
They're not going to make Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan be the final two.
I don't
and
think Kofi...
give you hope that Kofi's going to get his title
I don't
on
think
Black
Kofi-
History Month.
I don't think so.
No.
I think so, and that's why I'm picking Daniel Bryan.
Wait a minute.
15 points.
Hold up. Wait, I went 15 too, right? Didn't I go 15 for Daniel Bryan? Now, wait a minute. What you said, Samoa Joe, how many points?
10.
Oh, okay. All right. And Rick?
I'm going Daniel Bryan, 15 points. The final two is Daniel Bryan and Kofi.
I think the final two is going to be Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. I really do. And the thing of it is, AJ Styles is dealing with an injury too, a hernia. No.
I'll fix your hernia.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Nasty.
All right, so that is your WrestleMania. This is your WPOV WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. You know what? You know what it is. Jesus, you know exactly what it is.
Who that is?
All right?
That's my baby.
We're just going to take it from there. Play along. Jesus. All right. So now it is time for the Wrestling POV's book. If you are new to the show, we just put the most ridiculous in there. I'm not going to go too much into it. If you don't know that shit by now, tell your friends.
And if you don't know that by now, you just made the book.
Exactly. Oh, we got 2 words for you.
Stupid idiot.
Eat AIDS. Come on, get it right. That's wrong. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
WWE writers.
Saying.
New Day's Pancakes.
Lifetime.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is a lifetime. So I shouldn't have said it. All right. Pittsburgh Crowd.
Till they go back.
To Pittsburgh.
Almost. Brie Bella's Botches stays. John Cena's hair don't stays. Tamina's leotard jacket stays.
It's going to look better with the tag titles, though.
It's going to look like a little dinky sticking out. Oh, my God. Shane McMahon's damn ego.
He's a tag team champion.
Yeah. What else can you do? Daniel Bryan's fickle. He's still doing it.
Lickle.
Bianca Belair's clipping hair doo-doo. Stays.
Flipping hair doo-doo stays.
Matt Riddle's chancletas.
Stays.
Apollo Crews' sticky pinky. Stays.
Come off.
Come on.
Give me one more week.
Okay,
I'll give you one more
Thank
week.
you.
But I'm
If he does it again, he's staying.
If Tamina and Nia wins the belt,
The
leotard jacket comes off.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
If they win it, then the leotard
If they
jacket
win the
comes
belt.
off. If they win the belts, yeah. Okay, I agree with that. All right, Alicia Fox's indestructible hat.
That stays.
Yeah, because it was just... Come on.
That was terrible. Oh, my God. And finally, the new entrant into the book, Kurt Angle's doo-doo run.
Yo. It pains me to say this. He's a good friend of mine. I mean, he's your buddy.
He's my buddy. And
you're
you're talking shit to him.
I mean, he's taking a shit the way he's running to the ring.
I know, right? That's pretty sad. All right. Well, that's the end of the show. Before we close out the show, what we do is we play a random song from my playlist of over 3 million songs that I have on my playlist. All I do is I hit the shuffle button, and you just guess what it is. That's all it is. It's just to play the game, and that's how we ride off into the sunset until next week. Which reminds me, are we going to have a new champion? What? I don't even know who our current champion is.
You know, as soon as you said it, it just said, and just left my brain.
It did. So, but more than likely, we'll get a new one. We haven't had one retained in a long time. Very long time. I think Mac Novat was the only one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Gutie.
And the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third.
And our intern,
Miguel Cole.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, here we go.
Is it like the theme to Raw?
No. You don't know? It's actually, it's stupid. I am going to play another one. It's the Social Outcast. That was their, That was theirs. Can you believe that? All right, here's another one.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Bargo! He's got a family! I stuttered him straight to hell! To hell! Damn you, Stone Cold!
God. Are you done?
That's a slobber knocker! Oh, hell yeah! Buy some barbecue sauce.
Wow. And the thing of it is, if you don't know that this is Stone Cold, you got issues, man. Wow.